So this is gonna be part 4, I think, to what if Deku was Spider-Man? So let's get into it. So our last left off, it was the sports festival, and Deku won, and let's continue. So it's the next day. Um, Deku, he's sitting in class. Aizawa walks in and tells everyone that they did really good during the sports festival. And then he starts to talk about the internships. But they have to pick hero names. So Deku picks Spider-Man, obviously. And then, after that, Deku would pick his internship. And, Deku, he would hear about Ida's brother getting attacked. So he's trying to like keep an eye on Ida to see if he's okay or not. And Deku, for his internship, he will just pick some random hero. I'm gonna make up that he has like whips, like he has like a whip, a quirk that allows him to like have whips come out of his hands and all that, and he would swing around with them like how Spider-Man does. So Deku would go to his agency, and it's like the agency is in a city next to Hosu. So yeah, so Deku would go there. The hero would start teaching Deku how to like swing across the city and all that. And Deku would stop like small crimes like 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 returning like money to like a store or whatever, like stopping robberies and all that. Then later that day, the hero gets a phone call and telling him that he needs to get to Hosu City because it's being attacked and they need backup. And the hero says, "I'll be there." Then he hangs up and he says, "Well, Midoriya, looks like we're going to Hosu City." And Deku says, "What for?" The hero says like it's being under attack and they need more heroes on the scene. And Deku would say, "Okay." So they would go to Hosu City. They would arrive. They see Hosu City is on fire. Deku, he would start helping out the heroes with the Nomus. He would take down two of them. And then he would see Ingenium, like asking around if they seen Ito and all. And then Deku says, "Oh no!" So he would start running to look for Ito. He finds him in the alley with Stain. Deku would throw a punch at Stain, sending him to a wall. Then Deku, he would start fighting Stain. Deku, he's like dodging most of Stain's attacks because of his spider sense. Deku, he would throw like venom punches, electricity like at Stain, so it would like shock him. Then he would use taser webs to wrap Stain around. Like he would use taser webs to wrap Stain and electrocute him until he was knocked out. So Deku, he would take Stain and Ida, a native, out of there. He would take him to the rest of the pro heroes. Then Deku, he would get grabbed by the Nomu with wings. He would start flying away. Deku, he would shoot a taser web at the Nomu's brain, making it explode, and the Nomu's like crashing down. Like it would let go of Deku. Deku would start swinging back towards the heroes. The heroes would ask him if he's alright. Deku would say, "Yeah, I took care of the Nomu." and they would say okay. So Deku, he would visit Ida at the hospital, like saying like how dumb he was and all that. The chief police would say like, you did really you did handle the hero killer stain well, but you used your quirk without permission, and that's illegal, so you won't get the credit. Deku would say like, I don't really care. And yeah, the next day, it's the final exams. Yeah, they would return. Deku, like, like Aizawa would start talking about the final exams and all that. And yeah, Deku, he would get the same pair, like he would get paired with Bakugo and all that. So yeah, let's get to their fight. So Deku, he's trying to come up with a plan with Bakugo, but Bakugo is not paying attention. He's saying things like why you follow me and I don't need your help. And then when All Might jumps down, Bakugo would start charging. Deku would say, "Wait, Bakugo, no!" And Bakugo would say, "I don't need your stupid help." And then All Might would grab Bakugo's face and slam him towards the ground. And then he would throw him towards a building. Deku would start shooting webs towards All Might, and he would punch All Might. He wouldn't really do anything. And then Deku would start shooting like taser webs at All Might. It would shock All Might, but it wouldn't really do anything that much too bad to All Might. So yeah, then Bakugo would get up. He would start shooting explosions at him. Deku, I'm gonna say that All Might would throw Deku like far away, because Deku would try to throw a punch at him. And All Might would throw Deku like really far and high up. But Deku would shoot two webs in between two buildings, and he would like slingshot himself back towards All Might, and All Might hits Bakugo with a smash, and then he would see Deku coming in really fast with a venom kick, I guess. Like he would kick All Might, and the electricity would stun All Might for a little bit. What else? Bakugo would start shooting more explosions. Deku would start like trying to web All Might up with the strongest webs he can make, but they don't really hold him off that well, so All Might would just break out of them. Deku would start thinking of ways to defeat All Might, and Deku, he would tell Bakugo to retreat and we should come up with a plan and all that. Bakugo does listen to Deku, so they retreat. They would start talking about a plan. And yeah. Deku would say like, I'll distract him while you go for the exit or something like that. And Bakugo would say, no, we have to fight him head on. Like, there's no way he would just let one of us just to escape. Deku would say, okay, let's think of another plan. Then, like, a few minutes later, Deku would be the first one to come out. And then Bakugo, he would, Bakugo would be, high up in the air. Deku would try to go for a kick, but All Might would grab his leg and throw him towards Bakugo. And then Bakugo and Deku would grab like Bakugo would grab onto Deku's arm, Deku's hand, and he would do like the same move as he did in the new movie of My Hero, like Heroes Rising. He would do like that X catapult. It's really cool, like the way he did it in the movie. So he would do that right now. He would shoot Deku really fast. Deku's like covering his entire body with electricity. Then he would like send a huge like a venom punch and all that. This will like actually paralyze All Might, and then they would put the handcuffs on him, and they win. Yeah. After that, the force training camp. Yeah. So they arrive. They meet the Wild Pussycats. They get thrown off the cliff and into the Beast Forest and all that. Then Deku, he would just start swinging through the trees and all that. He would take out some beasts, like monsters, I guess. And then eventually he would be the first one to arrive. Yeah. Then the rest would come. And yeah. They would eat. They would start doing their training. Deku, he will learn how to do like more abilities, like he learn how to I guess to heighten his spider sense and all that, and yeah, he will just start doing training. Then the attack on the force training camp would happen during the test of courage thing. So Deku, the forest camp would get attacked. Mandalay would tell Deku to go look for Koda. So Deku does. And he senses something bad, something bad is about to happen. I guess and so he goes to the place where he sensed it, and he sees Koda with Muscular about to punch him. Deku moves Koda out of the way just in time before the punch hits him. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. Anyways, yeah. So Deku would move Koda out of the way. Then Muscular is saying "Oh, another person. Did you come to save this little brat?" And Deku would say, "Yes, I did." So they would start fighting. Muscular would give Deku a hard time. Because he would if Deku would just try to punch him regularly, Muscular would just add more muscle fibers to his body, so it wouldn't hurt him as much, or won't hurt him at all. So Deku would start training invisible and trying to go for the weak spot, which is he doesn't really cover his head, so he would just go for his head. Eventually he would just get on top of Muscular and just send huge amounts of electricity towards Muscular from his head, and it wouldn't be enough to kill him, but just to knock him out. And yeah, Deku would save Koda. He would bring him back to the camp. Then Deku, he would go to save the other classes in his class. And yeah, Deku would find Todoroki and Bakugo, and they would see Tokiyami like losing control of Dark Shadow. They would Deku would help Tokiyami get control of Dark Shadow. Then Mr. Compress comes in. He compresses Bakugo and Tokiyami into marbles. Then he would try to get away. But then, as they were running towards Mr. Compress, Deku and Todoroki would see Urakensu with Toga. Deku, Toga would say, "I'm gonna leave. There's too many people here," so she would start retreating. Yeah. Then Deku would help them, like saying you're all right and all that. They would say, "Yeah, we're fine," and they would go back to find Mr. Compress. Then they would try to go get the marbles, but then that Mr. Compress like did that decoy thing with the marbles, and like they're just regular marbles. Then he would show them in his mouth that the real marbles are there. Then Aoyama would shoot his belly button beam at him, like making him cough him up. Deku would get Tokiyami, and Todoroki would try to get Bakugo, but then Dabi grabs him, and then he would get taken away. And yeah, then like this cut a little bit, so it's a few days later. The heroes are trying to find the location of Bakugo, like the League of Villains and all that, because they kidnapped Bakugo. Momo, she did put a tracker on the Nomu, and she gave the tracker to the heroes. Deku would ask the tracker for Momo, and Momo would ask like, "Why do you need it? Like, I already gave him to the pros." And then Deku would say like, "I'm going to save Bakugo by myself," and she would say like, "That's dangerous." Like, and besides, the heroes are going in there anyway. And Deku would say, "I just want to help, so can you just give me that tracker?" And she would say, "Yes, but I'm going too." And Deku would say, "Okay." So they leave. Ida, Todoroki, and Kirishima, they would join in too. Then eventually they would find the League of Villains hideout. And then the big raid would happen. All Might would bust through the wall. Now backtrack a little. So they get to the League of Villains hideout. Deku would say like, "Wait here, I'm gonna go investigate." And they would Kirishima would ask like, "How are you gonna get, like, what if they see you?" And Deku would just turn invisible and say, "Trust me, they won't." So Deku, he would start leaping to building to building towards the League of Villains hideout. He would go through the vents. Not through the vents, a window that was open. It was open enough so he could just go through without moving it. So Deku, he's in the hideout. He's like watching like high, like from the top corner, like listening to the conversation. And then this is when All Might would bust through the door. Then the rest of the heroes would come. Sorry about that. Anyways, the rest of the heroes would come. um Deku would stop hiding, then he would um, um break break Bakugo's like handcuff things or whatever, and tell him to run and get out of here. And Deku, he would do the same. Both of them, they would leave. All for One would show up. Then Ome would start fighting him. And so I'm gonna say that All Might is getting beat up, and I don't know who I gave One for All to. I think it was I'm just gonna give it to Mirio. I forgot. I keep forgetting. Like every time I do a What If and I don't give Deku One for All, I just forget. Like I don't give it to anyone. So I'm gonna just say that All Might gave it to Mirio. So yeah. So yeah, well, All Might, he's pretty weak. Then, Deku, he would step in, like shooting taser webs at All for One. All for One would just like won't be really affected by it. But then Deku would start hitting him with punches and all that, like just to distract All for One from All Might. So All Might would get like sorry, like he would get ready for the United States to smash. So as All Might is charged up with the smash, Deku would get out of the way, and then All Might would do the United States to smash, and like the same would happen in canon. And yeah, so that's the end of that, and I'm gonna be leaving this part off here. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.